can close your eyes or keep your eyes open with a soft gaze forward and down. Just feel what allows you to arrive here on your mat. Grow your spine right up out of the pelvis and line up the back of your skull with the top of your sacrum. And then let your shoulders roll down away from the ears and feel your shoulder blades literally just allow them to like rest and hang on your back as if you had a cape, just letting like from the top of the shoulder, the rear deltoid and the shoulder blade just hang down, letting the literally feel the weight of a cape as you kind of lift up the front of your body. Maybe that cape makes you feel powerful. And feeling the ease of your back body. And open your eyes and we'll move right into a twist. Extend your legs out in front of you and bring your right foot in. Right hand behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, you can bring your arm to the front of the shin and hug around, or if you have a little more room to move, you come to the outside of the thigh. And if this helps, take your left thumb, put it into the crook of your right hip. You press down and lift up. Draw the shoulders down, lengthen up through the spine, and exhale, twist back. We'll do that a couple more times, inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to twist. Release. Open up to the side so you have your right knee out and you have a greater than 90-degree angle between the knee and the leg. And we'll start with a wrist stretch here. Take your hands out to the sides. Inhale. Exhale, one finger at a time into a fist and roll the knuckles down. Relax your shoulder blades down and feel if you're pitched forward on your sit bones. Just find that sweet spot of tail and two sit bones, like a three-pronged plug into the earth. And turn your palms, face them forward. Inhale. Exhale, thumb in first. Fingers around the thumb. Light squeeze there. Send the hands out. Relax your shoulders down. Spread across chest and collarbones. And moving right into a side bend. Walk the left hand down the leg. Inhale your right arm up. And exhale. Easing into whatever side bend's going to feel good. So maybe looking down or bending the bottom elbow and holding onto your head. That's been feeling really good to me lately. Feel both sit bones and spiral your right shoulder blade away from your spine. So for me, I'm going to bend my elbow, send the elbow forward, feeling the shoulder blade move away from the spine, and then straighten the arm to lengthen it. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears, and then inhale, create more length, more space around your right rib cage. And spread open the bones of your feet. And you can let your head hang, relaxing your neck or not. And we'll be here for another 2 breaths. Now take your top arm, you're going to reach it up and around behind your back and take a bind. So you're holding on to clothing by your left hip and inhale. Lengthen the chest away from the belly so you get longer through the spine. Feel both the left and the right ribs open. And then spiral your chest and your heart and then get that good spot for your neck. So maybe the gaze wants to follow the opening of the collarbones, maybe not. And deepen your breath, any amount that feels really good to you. Focus on finding ease in your body today. And we'll do one more here. Release the arm from around behind the back. Feel free to walk your hands between the legs or go more towards the left leg. Find what feels really good to you. And you can get a spiral of your right ribs if you take your right arm and bring it to the left side of your left leg. All right, walking your hands in, come on up and move to the second side. This whole sequence starts with a twist. So you bring your left foot in, left hand behind you, inhale the right arm up, exhale, moving into your twist. If you have the arm to the outside of the thigh, maybe right thumb into the crook of your left hip, press down, lift chest up. And activate your right leg, the leg that's stretched out, spreading open the bones of the feet and pushing out through your heel and the ball of the foot at the same time. All right, draw your shoulders down. Inhale, grow your spine tall. And exhale, twist. Release. Open the leg out to the side. And we'll start with wrist stretches. Take the arms out. Inhale. Exhale, one finger at a time into a fist and roll the knuckles down. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Turn the palms, face them forward. Inhale. Exhale, thumb and first, fingers around the thumb, light squeeze there, and send the fists out. So you're really drawing the shoulder blades down and you feel this stretch right in where the thumb meets the wrist. And then moving into your side bend, walk the right hand down the inside of the leg. Inhale your left arm up and over by your ear. Spiral that left shoulder blade away from the spine. Open your chest, extend the right ribs. It's the bottom ribs. Can you lengthen there? Because they get kind of congested. Supporting your head in any way, letting the head hang. Feel for using every breath that comes in to create space. So it's not about like fidgeting, but if you deepen into it on exhale, move smoothly and feel if that feels really good. And if it doesn't, back up out of it. Take your top arm, inhale it up, and exhale. Wrap the arm around behind your back, grab a hold of clothing there, and then draw the chest and the collarbones a little more open. And release the arm from around behind the back. And you'll shift into your forward fold. So do what you did on the other side just to keep it more or less even, and really honor if you have a tight spot that needs something different as well. So you never want to force anything. It doesn't have to be symmetrical because our body is not. So you can always linger longer on your tighter side. All right, release. Come on out of that. Ease your way upright. Make your way onto your back. Have a block handy. And we'll start abdominals. I want to do a new one. It comes out of elbow to knee. And it involves a hip opening move. So let me show it to you first. So you'll go into elbow to knee, and I'll cue you to this. You'll put the foot on the inside of the thigh, press the thigh into the foot, and curl everything straight up. So I'll cue you to that. It comes out of elbow to knee, and we'll get there when we get there. Clasp your hands behind your head. Bring your knees up over your hips. Inhale, head and shoulder blades up. Press the lower back into the mat. Curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the left. Straighten your right leg. Pull the lower belly down. Feel both sit bones move towards each other. Inhale, come back to center. Breathe into your lower back. Press top rim of sacrum down. Curl your tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the right. Straighten your left leg and pull the lower belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Press lower back into the mat, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist left, straighten right, pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Press the top rim of sacrum down, curl your tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the right, straighten the left leg, and pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Let's start the hip opening variation. Curl your tailbone up. Exhale, twist to your left and straighten your right leg and pull the belly down. Right leg goes straight up, flex the foot, hold on to your left foot, put it like tree pose onto the inner thigh. Inhale here, and exhale, curl everything up. Press the foot into the thigh back into the foot, and pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Breathe into lower back, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the right, straighten the left leg and pull the belly down. Hold on to your right foot, put it onto the left inner thigh, flex left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, curl everything up. Press foot into thigh, thigh into the foot, pull the belly down. One more each side. Inhale, come back to center. Press lower back into the mat, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist left, straighten right. Pull the belly down. Flex the foot, put your left foot onto right inner thigh. Inhale here. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, rest head into the hands. Come back to center. Curl your tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the right. Straighten the left leg. Pull the belly down. Hold on to right foot. Put it on left inner thigh. Inhale here. And exhale, curl up. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. Bridge variation with a block underneath the sacrum. Relax your arms by your side. Press down into your feet. Lift your hips up. And then grab your block. And you'll put the block at whatever height feels good to you today. You can be on the highest height or the flattest height or anything in between. The block goes on the sacrum, which is the last bony part of your spine, right at the base of the lower back. And this should feel really great and spacious to your body. We're going to take a couple variations here, and feel free to play around with what feels good. So you'll move your right foot to center and hug your left knee into your chest. So you can hug the knee into the chest, and maybe you can reach the shin. Maybe you hold behind the thigh. You might keep the sole of the right foot on the floor. You might let that leg reach out and stretch out as you hug the left knee in. Just take a couple breaths in whatever variation is feeling good here. Relaxing your shoulders, keeping the back of the neck long. You never want to turn your head here. Just keep looking straight up. And you can unfurl your left leg up towards the ceiling. So maybe the right foot is on the floor, maybe both legs are stretched up. Feel what feels best to your body. And you can keep bringing the left leg in closer towards your shoulder. Slow, steady breath. So from here, you'll put the right foot down on the floor if the foot happens to be up, and cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Make a number 4, and then open up the hips here. Relax the shoulders, the arms. You can use your deepest breath and send your breath into your hips. Feel left to right hip bones. They should feel like they're kind of spreading open away from each other. And you can allow your left knee to descend towards the earth any amount. And now grab onto your left foot, the top of the foot. We're going to go into one final variation here. Virasana. Virasana is where you sit back on your heels with the legs folded under you. You're going to hold on to the top of the foot and bring the top of the foot onto the mat. If you can't do the top of the foot, you can just pull the foot back a little bit and have the ball of the foot on the mat still with the heel up. So it looks like this. You can see in the camera like that. And take a couple breaths here. You might be feeling this in your hip flexor. Go easy on the stretch. And also lengthen your sacrum. So you want to slightly lengthen the sacrum even more, and that'll open up the front of the hip flexor. Right, really help the left foot back and then move on to the second side. So move your left foot slightly to center, hug your right knee into chest, hold anywhere on that leg. And relaxing and softening. Even as you're moving into these variations, you always keep the neck and the jaw very relaxed. It's nice and easy. And moving into that split action, you can have your left leg straight like mine is, or maybe the knee is bent, the sole foot on the floor. Taking your right leg up, bringing right leg towards right shoulder. All right, cross right ankle over the left thigh, make a number 4, and allow the hips to open, allow your right knee to descend towards the earth. And breathing deeply into front of chest. Just feeling where else you can create space. Every asana, every one of these shapes is a new opportunity to feel. Half Virasana, bringing the top of the foot back. Maybe it's not the top of the foot, maybe it's the ball of the foot. Do what feels good to you. And you can really dial in the tilt of the pelvis to get more or less stretch here, because your lower back is supported by the block. Not directly, the lower back is free, it's just lengthening. All right, ease on out of that. Put the soles of the feet down on the mat. Lift up off of the block, move the block out of your way, and slowly come all the way down. I'm going into Frog lifting through. Flex the feet, push through the heels, clasp your hands behind your head. Inhale, head and shoulder blades up off of the mat. Send the elbows straight up. Exhale, curl the tailbone up, send the thigh bones out, pull the lower belly down. Inhale, lift your shoulder blades up a little bit higher up off the mat as you can. Breathe into your pelvis. Exhale, curl the tailbone up, send the thigh bones out, pull the lower belly down. Inhale, breathe into your hips and your sacrum. Exhale, curl the tailbone, send thigh bones out, pull the belly down. Do 3 more on your own. All right, release your head down, help your legs together. Give yourself a hug. And you'll roll over to one side and come all the way up to stand. Let's move into a few very slow sun salutations where we're going to actually increase the stretch and flexibility through the hamstrings, hip flexors, and quads. So you'll come up to stand. Step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your right foot back, keep the knee up, and keep your fingertips on the mat or on blocks. And reach back through your back leg. Draw your arm bones back. Send your chest and your collarbones forward. And then keep the right hand down where it is and lift your left arm up. Draw your shoulders down away from the ears. Reach up. You might shift your gaze up if that feels good, but keep the back leg strongly reaching back. Take another breath here. Exhale the hand down. Step back to your plank and exhale, lower down. You can always lower down with the knees bent on the mat. Low cobra. Bring your hands forward about 10 inches in front of your chest. Pull your chest forward. Exhale, come down and back into downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward between your hands and come up onto the fingertips for runner's lunge. Reach strongly back through the back leg, lower your hips towards the earth, and draw your shoulders down, open up your chest and collarbones. Keep the left hand down and inhale, open to the right. Exhale, hand down, step up to the front of your mat. And inhale, ride the breath, come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Step your left foot back. You might grab a blanket and put your knee on some padding. You're coming into a squared off lunge. So both legs are at 90 degrees. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, bring the left elbow to the right thigh. Fist with a bottom hand, flat hand on top of it. Spread the elbows wide. And as you open up your chest and your collarbones to the right, draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Press down into the shin behind you, down into the front heel, and pull the front heel back towards the back of the mat. Now inhale again into your left side ribs, left side of lower back, and exhale, spiral. Release. Put your hands down and fold over straight front leg. So you're going to shimmy your front foot forward. This is Ardha Hanumanasana. It's a half split. Ease out of that. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhaling upward dog or cobra. Exhale, back downward dog. Step your left foot forward. Put the right knee down on some padding. Square off your lunge. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, bring the right elbow to the left thigh. Draw your shoulders down. Press firmly into your front foot. And pull the front foot back towards the back of the mat. Press down into shin behind you. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, move right rib cage forward, left rib cage back. Release, put the hands down, walk your front foot forward, and bow over the front leg. Release, you'll step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, ride the breath, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your right foot back, knee comes down. We're going into lounge lunge. So for lounge lunge, you walk your right hand forward and out to the side so that you have some room here to move. And we're doing hips today, so go ahead and ease into any hip variation you want to do. You can take your arm around the front of the thigh. You can reach back, grab a hold of the foot. What I really like sometimes is to come on the outside of my left foot. So now my knee is falling out and left hand onto left inner thigh and press out. So you're tractioning the hip and your right rib cage is moving towards the right hand. And it's fine that this shoulder's by your ear, as long as there's no pain. If you have a wrist thing, put your forearm on a block. Release, step back to plank. Slowly come down. Cobra or upward dog. Downward facing dog. Lounge lunge, second side. Bring your right foot forward. Left knee down. Walk the left hand forward and out. Bring left ribs. Let them lengthen and really give into gravity. And you can turn your right toes out and come out onto the outer edge of your right foot if you want. Otherwise, foot is down, maybe you're grabbing onto the back foot. Release, unwind, step up to the front of your mat. We're gonna do one more round, one more set of quad stretch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your left foot back and put the back knee down. This variation is called arrow lunge. You want to look back at your back foot and make sure that back foot is pointing straight back because you're about to put weight on the top of the foot. So you come up with the back foot flat and reach back through that back leg. You can come up from here. Like some people can bring their hands onto their hips and up over the head. I used to do that, but I no longer do it. It bothers my knees. And that being said, I find that this actually helps heal my knees. So, you never know what variation is going to work and what's not. So reach back through your back leg, draw your right hip a little more back and let the left hip slide forward. You're really activating the whole front chain of your left leg from left hip flexor down to the knee. You've got a lot of muscles there that run in that direction. And from sitting a lot, those can get pretty atrophied and tight. All right, bring that knee down, and now we're going to go into a quad stretch. Pad the knee, fold over the side of your mat, use a blanket, and grab onto the back foot and bring the heel into the butt. Release. Hands down, step back. Make your way through either Cobra or Upward Dog. All right, last round of these, step your left foot forward. Arrow lunge is first. If you have wrist stuff, you can always be on fists. I find that there's a lot of pressure in this one on my fingers, so I do fists. Look back at your back foot, point the foot straight back and come off of the knee with the back foot flat, arrow lunge. Feel that strong arrow-like line of energy through your back toes, through your chest and your collarbone. There's also like an intensity to this pose that you can really sink into. Let your hips sink down, reach back through the back leg. Draw your collarbone down and open your chest. And deepen your breath too. All right, bring the knee down. Step up to the front of your mat. And inhale, rise. Reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to move right into some standing poses. So step your left foot back and come into warrior two. You'll turn your right toes out. You can line up your front heel with the center arch of your back foot and come down deep. Reach the arms out to the sides. Relax your shoulders and shoulder blades down. We're doing a shoulder variation called Kite Hawk. So you're rotating your arm bones. You're going to turn your palms open, spread the chest and the collarbones. Shift your gaze up. Exhale, rotate the arm bones, rotate the shoulder blades. It's just about of your upper back from the shoulder blade up. Draw your shoulders down. Keep doing that movement, really feeling if you can free up and unstick the area around your heart, your chest, your collarbones, and the upper back where the shoulder blades are. Keep the shoulders, they're gonna wanna lift up by your ears. Draw them down. Inhale, open. Open sternum. Breathing into the chest bone, the breastbone. This last one, open. And release. Reverse warrior. Back hand down the back leg. Reach your right arm up. Open up the ribs. You can do any variation. I've started to just always put my hand here on the lower back. That just feels really good to me. Then I can lift and lengthen both sides, because this way I tend to this feels really kind of jammy back here. So you do you, feel what feels really good to you. Keep in mind that you have to keep the deep bend in this knee so that you still stay in the hip here. Parshvakonasana, extended side angle. You got options. Right forearm on the thigh, right hand down on a block or fingertips on the floor. Take your top arm, reach it up. Feel that long line, extended side angle. You're making that long right angle with your body. I guess this 45-degree angle. Right angle with your front knee. Put your hands down, step back to plank, and slowly lower down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Relax your arms. Have a nice deep bend in the front knee. Open the arm. Actually, let's do shoulder shrugs. Relax your arms in front of your thighs. Inhale into your upper back. Hold the breath. Take the shoulders up. Shoulders straight back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw down. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, move the shoulder blades together and draw down. Bend the elbows. Inhale into upper back. Exhale, move the bottom tips of the shoulder blades and the elbow tips towards each other. Squeeze together and draw down. Inhale into upper back. Hold the breath. Take the shoulders up. Shoulders straight back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw down. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, move the shoulder blades straight back together and down. Bend your elbows. Inhale into upper back. Exhale, send the bottom tips of the shoulder blades and the elbow tips towards each other and draw down. All right, float the arms out to the sides. Inhale and exhale, reverse. Inhale into your extended side angle. Release, bring your hands down to the mat and we'll set up for Dolphin. Bring the forearms down. And this can be any kind of Dolphin that you want to do. Forearms are down, lift your hips. You could stay right here in Dolphin, or you can take a leg up if you want. You got another 5 breaths or so. And ease your way down. Let's head into downward facing dog. Come into warrior 1. Step your right foot forward. Put your hands on your lower back and draw your right hip back, bring your left hip a little more forward. And then keep the hands here on your lower back, elbows towards each other. Lift your chest, opening up the spine, the front of the body. Really feeling for how long you can make your spine. So go upward, lift the chest up. The head goes back only if it feels good, if it's comfortable. Otherwise, chin to chest is fine. Easy twisting warrior. Put your left hand down on the mat. about 2 feet away from your right foot, and twist your chest and collarbones open. Release, hands down, straighten the front leg and fold over straight front leg, pyramid pose. And from here, we're moving into twisting triangles. So we're just going to add one more standing pose here. Your left hand on the block or on the mat and twist open to the right. Release. Hands down. Step back to plank. Slowly come down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, press back to downward dog. Warrior one with the hands on the lower back is the back bend variation to get long and strong through the spine. Elbows move towards each other. You are lengthening your sacrum down towards the earth, lifting your chest. Easy twisting warrior. Ease your way up. Put the right hand down about 2 feet on the mat, away from your left foot, just straight out to the side, and open your chest here. Keep your hips low. I like this pose because it opens the hips and gives you a deep twist. Your left shin is moving forward, your left hip is moving back, and you're spiraling your spine and opening up your chest. Release, hand down, straighten the front leg, headed into pyramid pose, folding right over that front leg. From here, twisting triangle, the right hand stays down, the left arm twists up. And release. All right, we're gonna add some variations here. So if you wish to practice twisting crow, side crow, you're coming down into a squat and you'll go into side crow. If you don't want to do that, and you can also do both of these. So here's what you're doing if you're not doing side crow. And ideally, if you have a wall, you're taking downward dog at the wall, one leg up, and then moving towards splits. So you're doing a split against the wall. You're walking your hands back towards that standing leg. You can stay there. It's a really great stretch. If you tuck the top toes under, you can come into a suspended lift. So what that is my toes are tucked under. I'm going to lift my bottom foot up, pull the belly in, and take a little pike here, pressing evenly through both hands. You'll do this on both sides. You have to walk out of it and come back in. So we're taking a little time here. Go to a wall if you have one available. If you do not, come down into a squat and you're going into side crow. Or you're here at a wall and you take one leg up. If you don't have a wall but you want to do this, you don't need a wall. You just don't do the suspended lift. But you can come into downward dog and take one leg up. And you can really get in close to the wall and create a split, like right up against the wall, if your body allows. But everybody's got a different flexibility. So you just want to honor where you're at. Take your time with it. I'm going to demo the side crow just in case you need to see it. So your hands are going to come over to one thigh, and you're creating a shelf with your elbows. So one elbow on the outside of my left thigh, one elbow on the outside of my left hip. I'm coming onto the hands, and then maybe you can send the legs out. You don't have to be on both elbows. I like to be, because when you're only on one, you would bring the front elbow in towards the center, and that just digs into my IT band, and I really don't like it. So, why suffer? Bring your hands down, create a shelf, shift your weight, tilt over. Okay, by now, I hope that you've finished having some fun, and you'll come back into a downward facing dog in a moment. Let's take a wrist. Both of those things were pretty wristy. So let's swirl the wrists around. You can take a fist like this, the fist, hold on to it, and pull the fist back. All right, we're going to do a long-ish sequence of pigeon. So this is pigeon twisting towards the foot. So it's a little different than regular pigeon. So bring your right leg forward, and you'll sit down onto the outer edge of your right foot. So that means you can bring the right shin up to parallel with the top of the mat. Your back knee's going to bend. Just let it bend. If you're more flexible and this feels good, take it back. That's cool too. You might want a block for your head. First, we're taking the sternum, the chest, towards the foot. So that could be here. It could be here. It could be all the way down. Really, that depends on your body. Honor that. And we're going to be here for 5 breaths or so. Okay, from here, walk your hands in. Now we're going to go into a twist. So the twist will be, this is my right foot. I'm going to bring my right elbow as far or over towards the foot as possible. I'm really flexible. I can get my elbow beyond the foot and be almost on my armpit, but some folks are going to be back here, and this is great. This is why you've got a block. You know, you could be in a twist back here. I'm not near the foot. The foot's over there. I'm here. This feels good. Top arm can wrap around. You got to find your way. From here, the next one is sleeping pigeon. So my right shoulder now is going to go inside of this right leg to any degree that you can do. So you curl on in there like this is your wing, your leg becomes your wing, and you curl underneath your own wing. I mean, everybody's going to find some variation that feels good here. Play with it. So I've got my right shoulder to the inside of my right thigh, and I'm kind of opening up my chest. This is analogous to if I was facing the floor in a lunge with the sole of this foot down on the mat, I would be in head to ankle. All right, let's unwind out of that and then make your way in between postures. You could go into a downward dog. You could come to cat-cow. Just taking a couple breaths. And bring your left leg forward into this first version of pigeon, sternum towards the foot. So you'll exhale, take your chest towards the foot, any amount. Okay, second one is the twisting one. So you walk your hands in, take your left elbow as far over towards the foot as feels good to you. It doesn't have to be very far. And gosh, I need a block. All right, let's come out of that. And we'll go into the sleepy one. Sleeping underneath your wing. This is hip opening. It's also the outer hip, like this IT band area. It's the one time that we really can get in there for some of us in a yoga practice. All right, come on out of that. Just help your legs together, stay down, and take your legs out in a wide V straddle. So you have some options. You can walk your hands forward into this. You could keep your hands back. You could also sit up on a blanket, bend the knees. You could do something entirely different if this doesn't suit you. Okay, walk your hands in, come on up. Help the legs together. We're gonna sit like this. So my right foot is in, I'm not mirroring you. Left foot comes in like this and the shin just rests on the side there. Bring your right arm forward, kind of like you're gonna come into a bind. You could do a bind if you wanted to. That wasn't what I was thinking of. So you're gonna grip that shin, reach back, open up the chest, draw the shoulders down, open up your chest and your head. And release out of that. Stay on this side. You're going to bring your right leg onto you, kind of like a backpack. Bring that leg up, put it on you like a backpack. And you've got your like one strap of your backpack on. So from here, that may be it. Some of you can come into an arm balance. There's a little bit of an arm balancing situation that can happen. Your left leg goes straight. You're going to hook that top leg on, elephant trunk, cross over, shoot the legs out to the side. And you've got Ashtavrikrasana. Or you just stay here, backpacking it. Compass pose happens like this. And we've done a lot of hips, so that's weird and wild. All right, let's do the second side. Bring your left arm forward of the shin. Grip that shin, draw the chest and the collarbones open. And you know what to do. You can play with this. You can make it into anything you like. Play with the arm balance. Put that left leg on like a backpack. Lift up, elephant trunk, cross, shoot the leg. Oops, I got waylaid by the block. You really squeeze the legs together when you're coming into Ashta. Ashta means 8. There are 8 points here. The ankles crossed, the knees, the elbow. Oh. All right, shake it up. Oh, we didn't do compass if you want to do that. All right, release. Maybe you want to circle the wrists again. And you will make your way onto your back. Take happy baby and then move into any finishing postures like a twist or a back release or even a plow.